Today, we are going to be talking about Jon Snow and cholera. Before we do that, do you know what cholera is? Cholera is an intestinal infection caused by Vibrio cholerae. It is ingested orally and targets the walls of the small intestine and multiplies rapidly. It is characterized by onset of watery diarrhea, vomiting, and dehydration, all of which increase the likelihood of death. Most evidences link outbreaks to consumption of contaminated water. Jon Snow was born in 1813 to a laborer in a coal yard. He studied at the Hunterian School of Medicine and became a surgeon. His first interaction with cholera was at the age of 19. It used to be assumed that it was an airborne disease and that it was spread through inhalation of effluvia given off from an infected individual into the surrounding air. It was negated by Jon Snow through his epidemiological advances. Jon Snow hypothesized that the causative agent of cholera would enter orally, multiply, and increase inside the gut, and then be transmitted through the fecal ejections, which are then accidentally swallowed by other individuals. Now we're going to talk about the cholera outbreak of 1854 in Soho, London. Between August 31st and September 9th in 1854, a total of 500 people died. Jon Snow suspected the Broad Street pump as the source of these sudden deaths. He then requested for the addresses listed on 83 death certificates from the registrar's office. After inquiring the water sources from each address, he learned that they all consumed water from the same source. On September 7th, he visited the Board of Guardians of St. James Parish and requested the pump at Broad Street to be removed. Here on this graph, it can be seen that the number of deaths dropped significantly once the pump was removed. Now we're going to look at the outbreaks of Southwark and Vauxhall and Lambeth of 1854. In 1849, both water companies used the polluted part of Thames River as their source. In 1852, the Lambeth Water Company moved their source to a cleaner section of the river, while the other companies still drew water from the polluted section. The pipes of both water companies went down the same street, so one house would receive a supply of water different from the house on the opposite. Jon Snow took it as an opportunity to devise an experiment that would let him test his hypothesis. His experiment consisted of 300,000 people of both sexes, all age groups, every occupation and status. People were divided into two groups, one that received water containing sewage and secretions of infected individuals, the other received water that was clean. Between January 1st and December 31st, 1853, Southwark and Vauxhall supplied water to 40,046 houses, and Lambeth supplied 26,107 houses. During the first 4 weeks, he observed that the rate of deaths from cholera per 10,000 houses that were supplied with Southwark and Vauxhall was 71 and Lambeth was 5. The mortality rate was 14 times higher in homes supplied with Southwark and Vauxhall Water Company compared to Lambeth.